Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to make these letters in Photoshop. Um, they're relatively simple. I mean, they're actually pretty simple. Um, First I'm going to show you how to make this one. The first step is to get a really cool background image, like this one. I made this one from scratch. One of these days I'll make a tutorial on how to make them. The first thing you're going to do here is get the text tool and type in your words. Now, for this particular text set, I use black, so you're not going to be able to see this very well. Alright, and then you go over to the layer, you right click it, and go to blending options. And then you create an outer glow in white. You make the size pretty big and the spread at 0. That's okay. And then go here and change the blend mode of the layer to linear dodge. And here you go. It was that simple. Now, if you don't want to use black, I'll show you. This is what the other colors will give you. Now, as I move this around, you'll see that the brighter the color is, the harder it is to see through, and the darker it is, the more transparent it becomes. But with black, you get that nice, like the outline, the glowing outline effect here. Okay. Now for the other texts, these are actually, I'm not going to show you like exactly how I made these. What I am going to show you is what I do to get these effects. Step one would be, as usual, to type out your words. And then resize them. Okay. Now go over here to the letter and get blending options. Now, these both have a different type of background shading. That would be the drop shadow here. You can change how dark it is and how light it is. Frankly, the closer it is to the letters, in my opinion, the darker it needs to be, and the further away, the lighter it needs to be. That would just be shadows. In real life, they work that way. But I mean, you can do however you want it. Like this kind of big fuzzy. You know, in my opinion, that's not very nice. I like it if it were a little lighter, maybe a little closer. But toy with shadows. Shadows are definitely something that get forgotten about, that I just think they're wonderful. Down here you have the stroke option. It's basically outline. And then there's the inner shadow, which I'm going to close the stroke so you don't see that. The inner shadow is kind of like the outline, except it's like, it's like shading inside of the lettering. Okay. No, I'm not going to do that one for this one. Back to the outline here. There's the outer glow, which, ooh, there it is. It took a second. Surprised me. Which is basically what you did with the first one. I mean, it is what you did with the first one. But if you notice, the drop shadow doesn't go to the size of the outer glow, so if you want it to glow and then have a shadow, you're going to have to knock up the distance a little bit. There you go. There's the inner glow, which is exactly what it sounds like. Here, I'm going to make this one like bright lime green so you can see the difference here. And I'm going to change it to normal. Right. Here's change the choke and the size. Alright, that's where the inner glow goes. I'm turning that one off. There's Bevel and Emboss, which do exactly what it sounds like. It adds a bevel to the inside or the outside, and you can emboss it. Basically makes it kind of shiny. Here, let me turn off the outer glow so you can see. Like, if you want to make a shiny text, emboss, basically, this is where you would put like a big, like a star, kind of, to make it like it has a shine. And then you have the satin tool, which I'm not really one to ask about using it. I found the setting that I want to use on it and just kind of left it there. It's not really my most used tool here. Then there's the color overlay, which is exactly what it sounds like. It can change the color of your text, and you can change the opacity, the blend mode, all these neat things here. There's the gradient overlay, which is also exactly what it sounds like. You can change how this looks like a rainbow. Change it to like overlay or soft light or normal, high opacity, and just have it, you know, be super wonderful. There's the pattern overlay, which if you change the blend mode can actually be a really useful tool. Overlay is a good one for this one. It pretty much just adds kind of like texture to your text. Pretty cool effects in here. And this is how I make some of my text effects. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment. Otherwise, like and subscribe and watch all my videos. I really enjoy getting feedback from people. I love answering questions. If you have anything you want to know, just let me know. And make sure to go check out my blog. That's mzilla.com. If you haven't figured that out by the end of this tutorial, go check out my blog, and you just have a nice day. Bye.